Have you ever asked yourself what really drives your decisions, your focus, or your emotional strength? What if there was a biological force inside your body that plays a powerful role in shaping how you think, feel, and behave, regardless of gender? That force is testosterone. And today, we are going to explore how it transforms both the male and female brain. Too often, testosterone is viewed through a narrow lens. It is labeled as the male hormone or linked only to aggression and muscle growth. But the truth is far more inspiring and far more relevant to every human being, man or woman. This hormone is not just about physical power. It is deeply involved in mental clarity, emotional regulation, and personal growth. Whether you are male or female, testosterone plays a role in how your brain functions. From motivation to memory, from decision-making to resilience, this hormone helps to sculpt the way your mind works. Its effects are not only biological, but also behavioral, and they are supported by decades of scientific research. Neuroscience reveals that testosterone does not simply affect one area of the brain. It influences multiple regions and networks, rewiring the way thoughts, feelings, and behaviors connect. It is like a sculptor shaping your mental landscape, with each choice you make helping to refine that masterpiece. This is your opportunity to understand how testosterone influences you, no matter who you are. This is more than just science. This is about reclaiming your mental strength and unlocking a level of inner potential you may never have known was within reach. Testosterone is a naturally occurring hormone present in both males and females, although in different amounts. It is produced in the testes in males and in the ovaries and adrenal glands in females. Despite the differences in quantity, its influence on the brain is significant in both sexes. For men, testosterone levels surge during puberty and begin to decline gradually with age. For women, testosterone is present at lower levels but still plays a key role in cognitive function, emotional regulation, and overall brain health. This means testosterone is not just a male concern, it is a human concern. The brain is made up of complex neural circuits and chemical messengers that control every thought and emotion. Testosterone helps regulate these systems. It affects areas such as the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, and the hippocampus, regions involved in decision making, emotional processing, and memory. The influence of testosterone on these brain regions varies between the sexes due to differences in receptor density and hormonal balance. Yet, the underlying message is universal. This hormone helps determine how efficiently your brain operates. It is not about masculinity or femininity. It is about mental performance. This script is here to break down the science and deliver insight with clarity and purpose. You will learn how testosterone impacts both male and female brains, how it connects to your mental state, and how you can support it through smart, sustainable habits. Get ready to grow stronger, sharper, and more self-aware. Testosterone begins influencing the brain even before birth. In males, a surge of testosterone during prenatal development leads to structural changes in the brain. This includes the enlargement of areas such as the hypothalamus and amygdala, which are associated with behavior and emotional response. In females, the absence of this surge allows for different patterns of brain development. However, testosterone still plays a role, particularly during puberty, when it helps shape motivation, spatial skills, and confidence. The brain is sensitive to hormonal signals, and testosterone is a major architect. As individuals grow, testosterone continues to sculpt the brain by strengthening neural pathways. In males, it enhances circuits involved in risk assessment, competition, and drive. In females, it supports self-assurance, problem-solving, and stress resilience. The effects are dynamic and life-shaping. Neuroscientists have used imaging techniques to show how testosterone alters brain volume and connectivity. These structural differences do not determine intelligence or ability, but they do influence how one processes information and reacts to the environment. Understanding how testosterone impacts brain development is empowering. It allows individuals to recognize that behavior is not just the result of upbringing or personality. It is also shaped by biology. And with that awareness comes the ability to grow and adapt. One of the most powerful effects of testosterone is its influence on emotional regulation. This is particularly noticeable in the amygdala, a brain structure linked to fear, aggression, and emotional memory. Testosterone helps regulate the sensitivity of this region. In males, higher levels of testosterone tend to dampen excessive emotional reactivity, allowing for clearer thinking in high-pressure situations. In females, balanced testosterone levels support confidence and emotional stability. Both benefit from reduced anxiety and improved stress management. Testosterone also modulates the prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive center. This region governs judgment, impulse control, and emotional balance. With the right hormonal support, it becomes easier to stay calm, make sound decisions, and bounce back from setbacks. Emotional intelligence is not just learned, it is biologically supported. Testosterone helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone, making it easier to maintain composure during adversity. Whether you are managing a career, raising a family, or pursuing personal growth, this matters. By understanding this connection, you can appreciate the value of supporting hormonal balance. Emotional resilience is not weakness, it is wisdom in motion, and testosterone is one of the tools your brain uses to build it. Cognition refers to mental processes such as attention, memory, problem-solving, and decision-making. Testosterone plays a significant role in enhancing these functions in both men and women. It influences neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which are critical for mental clarity and motivation. Dopamine is often called the reward chemical. Testosterone boosts dopamine activity, making it easier to stay motivated and goal-oriented. This translates into stronger focus and a higher tolerance for challenges. In females, studies show that appropriate levels of testosterone improve verbal memory and cognitive speed. In males, it enhances spatial awareness and executive function. These differences highlight how testosterone supports individual strengths while benefiting overall brain power. Testosterone also promotes neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. This is vital for learning, innovation, and personal evolution. With a supportive hormonal environment, your brain becomes more agile and creative. Mental agility is not reserved for the young or gifted. It can be cultivated at any age, and testosterone is part of that process. Feed your brain, fuel your hormones, and watch your intellect expand. Motivation is the internal force that drives action. It is the spark behind ambition, consistency, and perseverance. Testosterone enhances motivation by influencing reward pathways in the brain, particularly those involving dopamine and the nucleus accumbens. In men, higher testosterone levels correlate with increased drive, competitiveness, and resilience. This is not aggression, it is purposeful energy. In women, testosterone supports initiative, confidence, and assertiveness. It helps silence the inner critic and amplify inner purpose. The hormone strengthens goal-directed behavior. It enables you to focus on long-term rewards rather than instant gratification. It makes you more likely to take action, follow through, and pursue mastery, whether in career, relationships, or health. This drive is not about being dominant. It is about being deliberate. It is about using your inner chemistry to create the life you want. That spark of momentum you feel when you are inspired, testosterone helps ignite and sustain it. When you support your hormonal health, you do not just feel more motivated, you become more consistent. You break through procrastination and move with intention. Testosterone becomes the quiet force that fuels your purpose. Supporting testosterone naturally is not only possible, it is powerful. The foundation begins with physical activity. Resistance training and high-intensity interval training have been shown to increase testosterone production and improve brain function. Nutrition is critical. Foods rich in healthy fats, lean proteins, and essential vitamins and minerals support hormone synthesis. Zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D are especially important for maintaining optimal levels. Quality sleep is non-negotiable. Most testosterone is released during deep sleep. Inadequate rest disrupts hormone cycles and impairs memory, focus, and emotional regulation. Aim for at least 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep per night. Stress management is also essential. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppresses testosterone and disrupts brain chemistry. Practices like meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature can restore balance. Lastly, regular check-ups with a medical professional can help track hormone levels and ensure long-term well-being. Supporting testosterone is not about shortcuts or extremes. It is about honoring your biology and building mental resilience from the ground up. You are not powerless in the face of your thoughts or emotions. You are wired with an incredible capacity to adapt, to grow, and to rise. The science of testosterone is not just about hormones. It is about the courage to evolve from within. Whether you are male or female, young or old, you have access to tools that can shape your mind. Testosterone is one of those tools. It is not a shortcut to success, but a partner in your pursuit of clarity, strength, and fulfillment. There is a reason your body produces this hormone. It is not random. It is purposeful. Testosterone is there to support you when life gets tough, when focus feels distant, or when fear creeps in. It helps you stand tall when the world says to stay small. You have every right to feel confident, capable, and clear-headed. You are not defined by stress or setbacks. You are defined by how you respond. And now you understand the biology behind that response. Let this knowledge empower you. Let it fuel your actions, shape your habits, and sharpen your vision. You have what it takes inside you. The science proves it. Your journey confirms it. And your future deserves it. The power to change your mind begins with a choice. Take one small action today, go for a walk, cook a healthy meal, prioritize sleep, or simply pause and breathe deeply. Each step supports your brain, your hormones, and your life. Do not keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with someone who needs clarity, motivation, or healing. Be a force of insight and encouragement in a world that often forgets the connection between biology and behavior. If you found this content valuable, subscribe to this channel. We explore the science of mindset, motivation, and mastery. Join a community of learners and leaders committed to becoming their best selves. Leave a comment below. What stood out to you? What is one way you will support your brain and hormones this week? Your words matter, your journey matters, and your story may inspire someone else to begin. Your mind is powerful, your biology is your ally, and your potential is limitless. Let science be your guide, let purpose be your compass, and let today be the beginning of something extraordinary.